Me too. Bye. Right, gonna put that on mute. Take 247. Hello! My name is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. If you have not been here before, you're new, welcome. Very glad to have you here. If you're wondering what we are doing today, well, I'm sure that you can tell by the title of this video, but today we are going to be going through a review of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Yes, I'm sure that many people have already done this, I've already talked about it, and you've probably already watched it and already have opinions on it, but I want to talk about it, okay? I need it. So, essentially, Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, all of the huge fantasy universes I am about. I love them so much. When The Last Jedi came out, I'm just like, okay, opening night, I'm going, I'm there. And I've already seen it 3 times in theaters. It would have been more, but I'm broke, so. Well, if you think about it, tickets are $13 a pop or something, right? And then you get popcorn and you get a drink, and if you're getting a beer, then that's even more. So a night at the movie theaters, you're spending 40 bucks. So if I went 3 times, that could have been my phone bill. I regret everything. Actually, no I don't, because it was an amazing movie, and that's what I want to talk about today. So strap on in, and we're gonna get into this. Alright, so first things first, obviously we're talking about this movie. There's going to be spoilers. If you have not watched it yet and you don't want to be spoiled, do not watch this. Thank you, folks. I appreciate that. I just want to film the video. You're grunting like a 50-year-old man. Okay. First things first. The one thing that I love about the newer Star Wars movies that are coming out is they're really jam-packing the emotion and the action right in the beginning of the movie. I love that. With this one, within the first 10 to 15 minutes is already emotionally harrowing, and I cried in the first 10 minutes, but again, I am also an emotional wreck, so when I go to these types of movies, it's mandatory for me to bring tissues. So, there's that. Another big thing about The Last Jedi is that they have introduced some amazing female characters that I just adore. One of them being Rose. Rose is a kick-ass. She is awesome. Like, absolute bamf. She's adorable. She's a woman of color. She's so, like, just a strong female character that I am just so happy we have now. I love her. She's great. Also, can we talk about the fact that Walmart sells Star Wars: The Last Jedi calendars, and I bought one, and I'm obsessed. It's beautiful. Like, I die. I die. It's amazing. I'm so happy with it. Like, that's such a sick photo of Kylo Ren and the guards. I die. Go! Go! Shh, 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 shh. Go! I don't know how I expected or thought that I was going to be able to film a quick video today without being interrupted 20 times by 3 animals. So my favorite thing about this film, I believe, is going to be the fact that we're getting that final closure on Luke Skywalker, and we're getting the interaction between him and Rey, and we're finding out a little bit more, not a whole lot more, but a little bit more about why they have such a strong connection, why the lightsaber chose Rey, and why it led Rey to Luke in the first place. The one thing about The Last Jedi, the yin and yang symbolism is ridiculous. Like, if you go and watch it again, the way they've colored the movie, the backdrops and the shots that they use, the yin and yang symbol is everywhere. Not only in, obviously, the color that you see, the characters that interact with each other, their relationships and the situations that they go through. It is just so reminiscent well, not even reminiscent, it's yin and yang point blank, and they are almost shoving it down your throat, but it's not a bad thing. It's not one of those like, yes, we get it now, stop. It's more like, yes, we get it, give us more, because it's just so beautiful, and I think that they've done it so well, melding these characters together. Even though I said spoilers, like at the end of the day, I genuinely don't want to give too much away. If you're clicking on this video and you're like, well, I haven't watched it yet, but I kind of want to know what to expect. Essentially what to expect is an action-packed film that is emotionally harrowing in the first 5 minutes, that are bringing in these amazing characters that you become way too damn attached to, and then seeing how they flourish and how they react to certain situations that probably all of us would crawl under a desk and cry for the entire length of the movie. But they somehow persevere. It's great! We all know that gif of projection Luke flicking the dust off of his shoulder. Probably the most badass moment of cinema history. I'm sorry. Like, Mark Hamill, I died at that moment. It was amazing. I died, I went to heaven, I came back to tell this story. I am so sorry for my cat crying in the background at the back door because he wants to go outside in 20-degree weather. There's snow on the ground outside and he wants to go outside. I am so sorry. Why was there not more Finn and Poe interaction? You know what? I'm not even too sure if I want to get into that too much, because that's kind of going down the whole of it's because they don't want to introduce a gay relationship, or, well, they don't think that there's, you know, very much chemistry there, or no. I would like to know your feelings on that in the comments below, because I have not kept up with that controversy too much, and I want to learn from you guys. If that's something that you're really passionate about, or concerned about, angry about, happy about, what do you feel? Please let me know in the comments below. One of the things in The Force Awakens, I love the Finn and Poe bromance or potential romance or whatever it is. I love it. They have great chemistry together as characters, and it just makes my heart all warm and full and fuzzy, and I love it a lot. Why was there not more of that in this movie? So that brings me to my next point. The Last Jedi introduced two romances that I feel no one asked for. I didn't. I think the only romance that people were asking for was Finn and Poe. But again, I'm not too sure about that. I think that's a really big thing. I feel the two romances that they introduced that no one really asked for was, one, Finn and Rose. Look, don't get me wrong, I love Rose. I think she's an amazing character. I think she kicks ass. I think she's awesome. But why is there a romance between her and Finn? Why couldn't they just have a bromance? Why couldn't they just be friends? Like, I don't... You know what I mean? Like, Star Wars has never really been about the romance. Like, yes, you have Han and Leia, but the movie was not about Han and Leia's romance. It was about Luke's struggle. It was about the balance of the Force. It was about all of the side characters and the struggles that they had to go through. The romance, if there really was kind of put to the back burner. It's just more for, like, color. Like, you know how you make, you know, a Long Island iced tea, you put all that liquor in there, and then you put a splash of Coke for color? That's what the romance is in Star Wars. Number 2. But Kylo Ren and Rey. Listen. Kylo Ren and Rey, that ship, it's, like, it wasn't just born, okay? It's been there since The Force Awakens, since, like, the first person saw them on the screen and went, you took Kith. It's been around. So could you imagine these shippers and the fandom going into the theater and be like, my ship, it hasn't sailed yet, but it has sails! Yes, Hope, thank you. She's reenacting a fan watching the movie at that point. You're so good, thank you. I appreciate you. So my personal opinion on Kylo Ren and Rey dynamic, that ship, that romance as it were, I don't particularly see it as a romance. I see the tension, I see the potential for romance, I suppose. Kinda. It would work. Would I like to watch it on screen? Probably. I'll be honest, probably, but it wouldn't be a relationship on screen that I would agree with. Let's be honest, Kylo Ren's a dick. He's an angry, abusive, manipulative boy child. He is. Where Rey is this amazing, high-spirited, compassionate, considerate, powerful woman who's like just growing into her powers and is just amazing, and he's a whiny boy. He's a whiny boy baby that, no, don't touch Rey, she's mine. The one thing I will say about that dynamic though, I thoroughly enjoyed it in the movie, and here's why. Not from a romance point of view, but we're going to skip back to what we mentioned earlier, the yin and yang symbolism. Rey is the lightest light, where Kylo is the darkest dark. He is rage embodied. He really is the epitome of a Sith man baby. He's angry all the time. He's desperate. He's literally bursting at the seams with fury, where she is so serene and determined and so compassionate. She's the embodiment of light, and just to see those two come together, and it was beautiful. I am very interested to see where they take this. The choreography of their fight, I told my friend Ashley, that's my new sexuality. That fight is my new sexuality. What did I just watch? And let me watch it 10 more times, please. It was so beautiful. It was amazing. That's essentially what I have to speak on this, because it really is such a huge universe. It's a long movie, and I do apologize. It's been a couple weeks since I last saw it. Again, I'm broke. So, what I want you to do is, if you have any opinions, and I'm sure there's a ridiculous... Someone died. I'm sure that there's a ridiculous amount of points that I have completely missed or not acknowledged. Please bring them up in the comments below, because I want to start a discussion. I want to talk with you guys. I want to geek out about Star Wars. Please give me tools to do so, and we can geek out about Star Wars, because I really like it. Alright, so that's the video over. The light has completely changed from when I first started. The sun went away behind the cloud. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let's start a discussion. Let's talk Star Wars together. I would love to do so. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you know, the little red button there. Go ahead and hit it. It is free to do so if you want to see more of my content. Something to let you guys know, I have made a goal for 2018. I want to go ahead and upload weekly every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you would like to join me on that adventure, definitely hit the subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell. It's going to let you know when I upload so you don't miss it. And yeah, even, like, I get it, you know, hitting the subscribe button, like, that's just commitment. Like, that means that I'm going to, like, you're going to think that I'm consistently watching you. It kind of means that I have to consistently watch you. There's a dog here, you know, wreaking havoc. This woman, she's got so many animals. Like, she's scatterbrained. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. But look, dude, look. Hit that subscribe button. You don't even look at your subscription box. You know that you don't. I'm trying to convince them to subscribe here. Hope, can you calm down? Thank you. Subscribe for more Hope being a silly doggy and doing shenanigans. That's a good reason to subscribe. Dog. Another good reason to subscribe. Cat. It's great. We have all the animals here. It's a zoo. Okay, I'll stop being a beg. You guys have a great day. I love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.